Today on Softeller Tech Briefs, we're comparing staff augmentation and consulting, what each model is, where they differ, and how to choose the approach that fits your project. In today's IT environment, organizations constantly navigate shifting technology demands to stay competitive. Whether that means better project planning, expanding a user base, or improving operational efficiency. As companies grow and project requirements become more complex, the need for stronger software, websites, and network infrastructure becomes clearer. That creates an investment question. Should companies hire more permanent employees to build and manage these systems, or should they outsource? Many enterprises weigh that choice based on finances, timelines, and the expertise required. Outsourcing is often the preferred path because it can reduce employment cost, expand technical access, and lower the need for continuous permanent hiring overhead. When companies choose an outsourcing model, staff augmentation and managed consulting are two of the most common options. Today, we'll look at both, their differences, their advantages, and when each makes sense. Staff augmentation model. What is it? Staff augmentation is a strategy in which businesses hire external expertise to supplement an internal workforce as needed. Specialized firms with access to a global talent pool supply people for specific IT roles. Organizations use this model to handle workload spikes, skill gaps, or personnel shortages for a defined period. It offers a scalable, cost-effective alternative to the long-term commitment and overhead of permanent hiring. A key reason the model appeals to IT teams is the breadth of skills available. With those specialized capabilities, companies can take on complex projects without managing the full permanent hire cycle of advertising, interviewing, and onboarding for every role. Definition of managed consulting. Managed consulting is used when organizations procure specialized professional services to optimize processes, design new strategies, or improve profitability. Consultants bring proprietary methodologies and frameworks to assess operations, identify inefficiencies, or support transitions between business models. Their work spans management, finance, marketing, human resources, and technology, and is usually delivered on a project basis until defined objectives are met. Consulting takes a more collaborative approach than staff augmentation, but with a different shape. Consulting agencies do not primarily source talent for clients. They are the talent. Companies facing major change or seeking a competitive edge engage consultants who draw on deep experience to recommend a path for optimizing operations and supporting sustainable growth. That partnership can be valuable because it gives client teams access to seasoned professionals and resources that may not exist in-house. Advantages of staff augmentation: flexibility and scalability. Staff augmentation gives organizations strong flexibility in workforce management. Providers adjust capacity as project demand changes with market conditions. Companies can scale up or down without the constraints of traditional hiring. That adaptability is especially useful in IT, for example when adding Java developers for enterprise work, or reducing team size after a launch. Access to specialized skills. Providers help enterprises drive delivery by sourcing the right people for specific projects. With access to niche talent, they can orient and onboard specialists quickly, shortening timelines and reducing the learning curve around newer technologies. Companies looking for React Native expertise, for instance, can often reach the right specialists more efficiently through augmentation. Cost efficiency. Augmentation helps businesses allocate resources carefully. Companies pay for contribution during the project period and typically avoid many costs of permanent employment, such as ongoing wages, benefits, training, and office overhead, freeing budget for other priorities. Advantages of consulting. Expert insights. Project-based consulting brings industry-specific expertise. Working across organizations and sectors gives consultants a broad view of best practices and solutions that internal teams may miss. That outside perspective can inform strategies competitors are already using and support more durable growth decisions. Operational speed and efficiency. Consulting often serves large and complex organizations that expect rapid diagnosis and action. Consultants specialize in identifying problems quickly and shaping approaches to solve them. Many use agile practices to accelerate innovation and transformation under tight timelines. Knowledge transfer. A lasting benefit that can be overlooked is knowledge transfer. By working alongside client staff, consulting teams help strengthen internal capabilities. Methods and domain expertise often carry over to in-house teams, improving proficiency over time. Key differences between staff augmentation and consulting. For enterprises choosing a model, several differences matter most. Project scope. Staff augmentation is a tactical way to increase workforce capacity temporarily. Its main focus is filling skill gaps by adding specific capabilities into an existing team. Consulting aims to deliver strategies and actionable plans for longer-term development. Consultants typically take a more holistic view across a project's lifecycle, recommending improvements and helping optimize how work gets done. Engagement and control. In augmentation, external staff join the client's team and are usually managed directly by the client. That gives the business strong control over people and project direction. Consulting is more hands-on from the provider side. Consultants may collaborate closely with client teams, but they retain more autonomy to lead work using their own methodologies. Project outcomes. Augmentation success is often measured through tangible deliverables, software delivered, quality assurance completed, or other concrete outputs. Consulting success is often more abstract, better performance, higher operational efficiency, or improved profitability. Deliverables typically include insights, reports, and process recommendations. Staff augmentation versus consulting. Which is better? The better choice is not absolute. It depends on the organization and the project. Consider the following factors: project duration and scalability requirements. Short-term work with fluctuating demand and clear timelines is well served by staff augmentation because capacity can scale quickly. Consulting engagements vary, but they often include deeper analysis and implementation phases over longer periods, a better fit for iterative development and phased rollouts. Nature of the project. Staff augmentation is commonly used in IT when rapid innovation requires people who can adapt quickly to new tools or methods. Consulting also appears in IT, including areas such as cybersecurity, but often covers a wider set of strategic and cross-functional needs. That makes consulting a strong fit when the goal is transformation insight and long-range solutions. Level of control and integration. If retaining control over management and execution is a priority, staff augmentation is often the better match. External people can be onboarded quickly and supervised by your own leads. If you want fresh perspectives without handling day-to-day execution yourself, consulting may fit better. It emphasizes a partnership model with more independence for the consultants to implement initiatives on your behalf. Budget considerations. Augmentation can be more cost-effective because you control spend by scaling people as needed. Consulting usually requires a larger initial investment because engagements tend to run longer and include strategic value. That higher cost can still be justified by process improvement, revenue impact, and longer-term strategic outcomes. Closing takeaway. Staff augmentation and consulting overlap in some ways, but they solve different problems. Augmentation strengthens delivery capacity with flexible talent under your control. Consulting brings external expertise to diagnose, plan, and guide change. The right choice depends on duration, project nature, control preferences, and budget, not on which label sounds more impressive. If you'd like to learn more about software development, AI, cloud, data engineering, and digital transformation, visit us at softeller.com.